see by the title, is going to be about the mysterious death of Lauren Smith-Fields, who was a 23-year-old black woman. She had her whole life ahead of her. She was super young, very beautiful. It seemed like she was beautiful inside, and of course she was beautiful outside. She met a guy on Bumble and it just didn't turn out so good. You all have probably heard about this case. Some of you haven't. It has been on national news. It's been everywhere on Twitter. Where I've seen it at, it's been all over YouTube. So of course I had to make a video to spread awareness the way that I want to, and just to continue getting her name out there, because she deserves justice. Her family deserves justice, and they deserve the answers that they are looking for. So this video may be short because this is an ongoing investigation. All of the information that I include in this video, it's public knowledge. I researched and inserted in my videos. None of this is something that I made up off the top of my head. So I don't want to step on anyone's toes, and so let's go ahead and get into the video. Sit back, relax, grab a snack, drink some water, eat some popcorn, whatever, and enjoy some crime time. Warning, this video may contain details of graphic content. This channel is for mature audiences only. Some viewers might find this disturbing. Lauren Smith-Fields was a 23-year-old, beautiful, young, ambitious woman. She graduated from Stanford High School and was attending Norwalk Community College at the time of her death. She was extremely loved and adored by her friends and family. Her family described her as a beautiful person inside and out. She had dreams of becoming a physical therapist. She loved fashion and traveling. I did browse on her Instagram, and she was honestly living her best life. Lauren also had a YouTube channel where she would do her hair, nails, and makeup. Lauren Smith-Fields was on a dating app called Bumble, just as many of people are. If you are unaware of what Bumble is, it is an online dating app where you can potentially find a match. You can swipe left to reject a candidate, or swipe right to inform them of your interest in them. People engage in the dating app to find a lover or even a friend to connect with. In this case, 23-year-old Lauren Smith-Fields came across 37-year-old Matthew LaFountain. They met on the Bumble app. According to Matthew, this is what happened that night. Matthew arrived at Lauren's home in Bridgeport, Connecticut at around 9:30 p.m. on December 11th, 2021. Matthew stated that they both matched on Bumble 3 days prior to their meetup. She allegedly asked Matthew something from her brother. Throughout the night, the two kept drinking. He claims that Lauren fell asleep during the movie and carried her into the bedroom and slept right beside her. He woke up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom and he heard her snoring. At 6:30 a.m. on December 12th, 2021, he awoke again to find blood coming out of her right nostril and she was not breathing, so he called 911. According to the medics, Lauren had been dead for over an hour. Matthew LaFountain was the last person to see Lauren alive. You would think he would immediately be a person of interest, but that wasn't the case here. According to Bridgeport police, Matthew was described as being frantic and visibly shaken. He was not brought into custody. According to Lauren's brother, police told him that they did not bring Matthew into custody because he seemed like a quote, nice guy, end quote. Police did not immediately contact Lauren's family about the death of their loved one. Lauren's mother, Chantal Fields, attempted to contact Lauren several times through text and phone calls. When she would not respond, Chantal went to Lauren's apartment the next day to check on her as any other mother would do. There was a note left on her apartment door stating, quote, "If you are looking for Lauren, please contact this number," end quote. When Chantal called the number, the person on the other end notified her of her daughter's death and was told the detective that was assigned to the case would be there in half an hour. She waited for the detective to arrive for over an hour. When she called the number again, she was told to stop calling and was hung up on. A whole entire week went by before a crime scene investigation was done at her apartment, and the case was reassigned to a new detective. On December 29th, while her family was cleaning out Lauren's apartment, they found a used condom in the trash, a sedative pill. They noticed cups of liquor, flipped plates, lube, and a blood stain in the middle of her bed. None of this was examined as evidence. On January 21st, Lauren's family's lawyer announced that the family was going to sue the Bridgeport Police Department for how they handled the case. They believed the police department was, quote, racially insensitive, end quote. They failed to properly investigate her case, and they did not take Lauren's case seriously. In an interview, her family stated that when a white woman goes missing, everyone drops everything, and it is on national news, which is true. But when a black person goes missing, it doesn't receive the same attention. She used Gabby Petito as an example, who was a 22-year-old that went missing. Daily Mail posted a news article stating that Matthew was a 37-year-old design engineer and Lauren was just a 23-year-old answers for the mysterious death of Lauren. Hundreds of people that included family, friends, and activists protested in front of Bridgeport, Connecticut Police Department. They chanted loudly, quote, "Happy birthday, Lauren," end quote, and, quote, "Black women matter," end quote. The family and friends had t-shirts with Lauren's face on it that states, quote, "Justice for Lauren," end quote, and pink balloons. I'm assuming her favorite color was pink. Her father also spoke out and stated, quote, "My daughter was a daddy's girl. To lose your daughter, your only daughter, your baby girl, at the ripe age of 23 years old, and to be treated the way we were treated by the Bridgeport Police Department is unacceptable. My daughter had a life. She traveled the world. She went to college and did tutorials on how to do hair and nails. She had a voice. That voice was stripped, and the Bridgeport police station ain't doing nothing about it," end quote. Lauren's mother also spoke out, stating, quote, "No one is going to discard my daughter like she is rubbish. She is not rubbish. She had a life. She had a business. She was in college. And she had family and friends that loved her," end quote. That same day, American rapper Cardi B actually spoke out on Lauren's case. She tweeted, quote, "This is so scary. A fictional murderer character, but in real life. Justice for Lauren, Connecticut. You have failed that young lady," end quote. According to the Smithfield's attorney, this statement actually launched an official investigation after Cardi spoke out. On Monday, January 24th, 2022, the Connecticut Office of the Chief Medical Examiner ruled that Lauren's death was an accident resulting from, quote, "an overdose of fentanyl combined with prescription medication and alcohol," end quote. The Bridgeport Police Narcotics and Vice Division opened up a criminal investigation, and the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration will be assisting them with the investigation. The family's attorney made a statement on Twitter about Lauren's cause of death. He stated, quote, "I've never seen a medical examiner conclude a mixture of narcotics as an accident without knowing who provided the drugs or how it was ingested. Lauren didn't do drugs," end quote. And I would have to 100% agree with them. How does a 23-year-old woman with her life ahead of her accidentally overdose on drugs, especially if she didn't have a history of using? Lauren's family is fighting for legislators to pass a law that would require families to be notified of relatives' death in a timely manner. They have also allegedly paid out of pocket for a second independent autopsy. They have set up a GoFundMe to assist with hiring a private investigator. I donated to help with getting Lauren justice, and if you would like to help, I will leave the link to the GoFundMe down in the description box. deserves a thorough and serious investigation for the Fields family to get justice for Lauren, end quote. A second statement was released from the founder and CEO of Bumble stating, quote, "For those who may not know this, past December, one of our Bumble community members, Lauren Smithfields, a vibrant young woman, passed away before her time in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Lauren's passing has sparked a range of emotions for all those following her case. I am deeply saddened by this loss and eager for her family and friends to get the answers they seek. As circumstances around Lauren's untimely death are still under investigation, our team has offered our full support to Lauren's family as well as the Bridgeport police. As a mother, my heart goes out to Lauren's parents and loved ones. Every parent deserves to know what happened to their child, and Lauren deserves nothing less than our collective attention and a thorough and serious investigation," end quote. Days after the police department opened a criminal investigation for the death of Lauren, 2 Connecticut detectives were accused of mishandling not only Lauren's case but another case. 53-year-old Brenda Rawls, who was found dead in her home in December of 2021. Just like Lauren, the police failed to notify Brenda's family of her death, and they failed to examine any potential evidence in her apartment. This case was extremely unfortunate. Another innocent life taken way too soon. When I look at Lauren's Instagram page, I kind of saw myself in her. She was a very beautiful person inside and out, very vibrant and very ambitious. Lauren's mother actually did an interview on a talk show. The host of the talk show asked Chantel, what did she think happened to Lauren? In a nutshell, this is basically what she thinks really happened that night. She believes that Matthew wanted to have his way with Lauren, so he brought Spike tequila. There was actually a condom found in the trash can with male bodily fluids in it. I would 100% agree with her mother. I believe that is what happened. Do I believe that he meant to kill her? I'm not 100% sure. Rest in paradise to this beautiful soul. I hope that her family will find the justice and answers that they need, and I hope they can somehow find peace. The family will continue to fight for justice for Lauren, and I will do everything I can to help them. Please comment below some